Right, hello everyone. This is not episode 3 of our podcast. Ozzy, please behave yourself. But it is a quick check-in because I know that we've not said much recently. I've got some notes, and this isn't going to be a particularly short video because there is quite a lot to cover. We have been working on quite a lot. But yeah, first and foremost, sorry that nothing's been out. Trevor's currently sitting on a beach in the middle of Turkey, doing whatever he feels like. So he's not been available. We've been working on tons in the gym. It really hasn't been worth saying anything to this point. There hasn't been much to update people on. But we have now got some changes that are coming in the next weeks and in the next month. So the new date for us exiting Energy it's soft. It's between the 15th and the 28th of August. Between now and then, kind of all of the big changes are going to happen. And that'll include things like the new website and a couple of other things that I'll go through in this video. The first thing that I wanted to talk about is something that we're all very excited about, and that is the launch of AN Fitness Clothing in Club. Now, some of you will know what AN Fitness Clothing is, some of you won't. AN Fitness Clothing is our head coach, Abhi's own clothing brand. You'll see a lot of people wearing it in the club. This will now be sold in our member area at the front of the gym, starting from 16th. Because we get married on the 15th. We'll go with the 17th because I'll be hungover on the 16th. So Abs' clothing's coming to Club. You'll be able to buy it in store as well as on his website. And yeah, we're super excited about that. You'll be able to see the items. They'll be hung above the vending machines in their own sort of display area, and just ask a member of staff if there is anything that you're looking to, try on or buy or anything like that. Which sort of brings us on nicely to the member zone itself, which is that area at the front of the gym that we've kind of stuck a few vending machines in and not done a ton with. That wall that we've built has a purpose. It was never designed to just be something that we stick a couple of stools under and people sit at. There will be iPads attached to that very soon where you guys will be able to go on, access your account, pay your arrears, cancel your membership if you're silly enough to want to do that, freeze it, anything you need to do. So all of that will be available on those iPads, as well as new members joining will be able to kind of serve themselves as well. So that's all great. But also they'll have wireless charging stations in them, normal plug sockets. So if you do want to sit there, grab something from the vending machine, charge your phone, that's all available to you. And again, as well as having Abs' store in it. Member zone covered. So we've got kind of the aesthetics of the club. So at the moment we've got orange pillars, black walls, green lights, pink murals. It's well random. And aesthetically not very pleasing. So the lighting will be changing in the club in the next week. The LEDs should be arriving tomorrow. The electricians will be out in the week to fit them. They'll have a whole new vibe, new colours. It'll look awesome. Sorry about that. There's going to be a bit of an edit in there. My dog decided to absolutely lose his mind. If you do hear chewing in the background, it's my dog being preoccupied with food. So internal and external signage all over the club. So there'll be a new sign on the exterior of the building, and then there'll be all new branding in Club, and that's coming in the next 2 weeks as well, 2 to 3 weeks, but that'll be near us relaunching. So that's kind of the aesthetics of the gym. Obviously there is some work to be done on the ladies changing rooms and especially on the disabled toilets as well, and that work will be done definitely not before August the 15th, but definitely towards the back end of this year. And now we get onto the kind of really exciting changes and the reason that I wanted to make this video in the first place and the reason that I wanted to update you guys. So the very first thing that will be coming in from the 16th, 17th, somewhere around there, is the new website. So this will be somewhere that, all new joiners can go to. It'll be our new home. You guys can book classes from it, sign up, all of that sort of stuff. That'll also be coinciding with an entirely new system that we use in Club. This will make it easier for members to book classes, easier for members to cancel, freeze, pay their membership, whatever it is they need to do. This system will make it significantly easier than it was before. But the big announcement is that we are officially launching our own app in partnership with Azeu. Now, the reason that we've kept this so secretive is for a long time this is something that we thought was quite some distance off for us, and only in the last few weeks have we been able to strike a deal with Azeu and get the ball rolling on it. But this will be ready for when we relaunch. For the first 2 months of us having this app, the app will be called and will be on the App Store as Azeu. After those 2 months, it will be branded to Phoenix Gyms. This app comes fully loaded. So it's got Everything you'd want from member management. Again, the things we talk about: freezing, paying arrears, managing your membership, changing membership tiers, upgrading it, downgrading it, booking classes. With spin classes, you can even select the bike that you want, like you would a cinema screen, like you would a cinema chair when you go and watch a film. So it's got tons of functionality, but beyond that, it's got a lot of member experience functionality as well. So if any of you use MyFitnessPal as an example, you will have a fully Phoenix Gym branded MyFitnessPal built into the app. It works exactly the same way, it's based on exactly the same technology, and it has just as many foods pre-saved. You can scan food, count calories, set goals, everything you can do on MyFitnessPal, but with our app as a member, completely for free. So a huge benefit to members there. You can also use it as a workout log, so it will track sets and reps. When you set workouts, it will remind you what you did the workout before. You'll be able to save all of your data there. And we are looking to bring in body scanners into the club, which will connect directly to the app, and you'll have your own profile on there, so that not only can you measure the food you're eating, measure the training that you're doing, but also measure the impact that that's having on your body, and ultimately tailor what you're doing on MyFitnessPal and what you're doing in that workout log to marry up with the results that you're seeing. This really for us is to remove the guesswork that comes with going to the gym. Naturally, whenever you go to the gym, there'll be people that go to the gym and put 110% effort in. But because they're not doing maybe not making the right choices or doing the right things just due to a lack of knowledge and experience, they can find that often a large percentage of that effort is gone to waste. This will remove a lot of that guesswork for people. It's also a massive tool for our personal trainers, which is something that we'll come on to in a minute, to use when they're working out plans with you and they're trying to get you to goals. So that's another huge benefit. So that app will be landing again around the beginning to end of August. For the first 2 months, you'll find it on the App Store as a Zeu. After that, it'll be the Phoenix Gyms app, and we couldn't be more excited to see that launched. And that leads directly into access control. Now, access control for us this year has been something that we have done tons of work around. It's been a huge project for me and Trevor, where we've wanted to create something that is secure for us as a business and satisfies our insurance companies and all of the kind of rules and regulations around being a 24-hour gym, but also provided a safe and secure experience for members whilst not hindering your ability to use the facility as and when you want to. Facial recognition was kind of our latest attempt at getting this right, and although it's worked very well, it definitely comes with its limitations. And now that we've got access to this app, it opens up an entirely new set of options to us. So from now on, whether it be the front door, the speed gates, the changing rooms, or any of the studios that we'll have in the future, and we'll talk about that in a minute, we will now be using a piece of technology called Smart Tile. So these will be static QR codes that sit around our gym that you can walk up to, open your app, scan the tile, and it'll give you access to that area of the gym. That allows us to keep track of who's going where in our gym, to keep members safe and to avoid any incidents, but at the same time means that you guys have a safe and convenient way of moving around the facility. It also makes it much easier for us when it comes to onboarding members. One of the biggest challenges that we've had is making sure that the emails go out to members and that you guys are able to set up, and I know there's some of you out there that have had some frustration with this. Now it's as simple as go download the app, put the login details that you'll get with your welcome email to sign into that app. When you turn up to the club 10 minutes after joining, scan the app, walk into the club. It's nice and easy. It's really simple. It's the same when it comes to the changing rooms, and it'll be the same with our studios as well. Next thing is, as we move into our new journey as Phoenix Gyms, classes will become a huge focus for us in Q4. So Q4, for those of you, I'm sure many of you do know, but for those of you who don't, kind of the last 3 months of the year. So we'll be looking at October, November and December as the kind of big launch months for these. We have a big bank of classes, a set of brand new trainers that are going to be joining us as well, whether it be to offer you PT sessions or these classes. And they'll all be being advertised kind of August, September, and then October, November, December. You guys will be able to get full access to them. There will be 2 new membership options as part of Phoenix Gym. So we will no longer be doing Classic, Wow and Epic. The 2 options from now on are Phoenix Club and Phoenix Community. Phoenix Club is exactly what it says on the tin. You have access to the club 24 hours a day, all the facilities within it, all of the equipment, studios, anything you want, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. That's what club gets you. Community, over and above this, gets you access to all of our classes, and there's only a £5 difference between those two memberships. So one is $24.99 a month and one is $29.99 a month. There are 12-month upfront options available for both of those with heavy discounts. There is a third package coming, which will be called Phoenix Evolve. There's a load of stuff that we're working on in the background, including some functionality that will exist on this app, as well as training programs and things like that, which we will be building into essentially a body transformation platform, which you'll be able to access through our Phoenix Evolve program. That will have an additional cost associated with it, but won't be released until either Q4 of this year or the first 2 or 3 months of next year. So we'll keep you guys updated with that. But for now, we'll keep it nice and simple. It's Phoenix Club and Phoenix Community. Well, I've got you all. I did just want to cover off a little bit about kind of Q4 and beyond, so the back end of this year and beyond. Obviously, come end of August, end of September, we're going to be completely finished with this rebranding. We'll be fully fledged Phoenix gyms. The gym will look the way we want it to, have all the facilities in it that we want it to, and feel very finished. But it's not. Because as many of you know, and as we've talked about on 3 or 4 different occasions now, we've got another 7,000 to 8,000 square feet of space to build into. Now, to give you an idea, we're only at about 9,000 square foot of usable gym space that we've got at the moment. So we're essentially doubling the size of the gym that we have. Now, we've got some plans for this. We'd be looking to start this back end of this year, beginning of next. It's not going to take us a million years to turn that around. But what we are going to do is we're going to do a bigger podcast after the Phoenix launch, where we talk a bit about what our vision is for that space, what we hope a finished Phoenix gyms looks like in its kind of completed form, but ultimately ask you guys for your opinions, because everything we've done up till now has had member feedback built into it, and that's one of the reasons that we've been as successful as we've been, and I don't want to lose that. So that's all the updates. A quick recap: new apps, new lighting, new branding, new websites, new everything, all to happen, and we will be relaunching as Phoenix Gyms between the middle and the end of August, some date between then that we will definitely clarify. There's way more content to come, so more podcasts with me and Trevor, more content with me and Abs. There is some really exciting stuff, as Ian, one of our members, is off to compete in his first ever bodybuilding competition. Now, for those of you who know Ian started at about 21 stone, overweight, unhappy, very much struggling, joined the gym, and now a year or 2 on is attending his first ever bodybuilding show and is currently in prep for that. And you guys can watch him go through prep, watch Abs go through the process he goes through to get him ready for that. And yeah, hopefully there'll be some really good content around that too. So lots to be excited about, lots coming. Thank you for listening.